Hi, and welcome back to my channel. We're now up to 1988 in the International Dolls. But I have to stop and say that this is the year that Madame Alexander sells her doll company. She was 91 years old. She apparently did have a heart attack or something wrong with her heart. But it was a very smooth transition because her grandson, Bill Birnbaum, stayed on for 5 years. Actually, he stayed on close to 6 years to make sure that her high standards were maintained. So he wouldn't leave until 1994. So even though she sold the company in 88, most of these dolls were already pre-planned, and grandson Billy was in charge of the quality. And as you can see, I have the dolls turned around, not to pay, I guess to pay homage to Madame Alexander, to say goodbye to her, but also to show the backs of the dolls. We never get to see the backs of the dolls, and you can see how well made the clothing is, the bright colors, the hair. I was so shocked. I have had this Germany doll all these years, and I didn't realize she had a long blonde braid because she's been in her box all these years. So, some of these dolls I've just kept in the boxes, especially ones with white dresses I don't display. So, left to right real quick, that's Germany. Panama's in that beautiful white dress. That's the New Mexico for 88 on the end. In front of her is a 1-year only Ibiza from 1989. Armenia's from 89. And then that's another costume change for France for 1988. With the little cupcake hat. And I am so sorry. I used to know what the different provinces were, and I just can't find that information right now. But France, had so many, provinces: Normandy, Champagne, Brittany, Provence, Paris. And apparently the French people are very proud of their, provincial costumes. And then the last one is Sicily from 1989, and that's exactly how they came in 1989, by the company, the new company, putting in the pink paper in the box with the pink tissue around the neck under the cardboard neck brace, and a little baggie for the hair, because the hair was oiled, and they didn't want, sometimes, especially the brown hair can stain, the oil from the brown hair can stain either the clothing tag or the clothes itself. But yeah, I think I mentioned in my last video, 87 and 88 dolls just came plain in the box with a neck brace, no pink tissue. Pink tissue was added by a lot of owners, or plastic, like I always wrap my dolls in plastic, so you might find something like that. Also, the registration cards start in 1989. Because these were considered collectible dolls. So they had the collector's registration form. And also, welcome to the world of Madame Alexander, the postcard to join the doll club. And as you can see, this is back in the 80s, it was only $10 a year, but you could get the catalog. Along with my membership, I wanted to purchase the catalog for $6.95. So if you sent them $16.95, you would get the catalog for that year. So yeah, I was a little afraid of copyright infringements, but I realized, hey, I paid for these. I bought these, And I'm not showing the whole catalog. Okay, so I should not have a problem. I'm just sticking with my internationals. So I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna show you the 88 catalog. I don't have the 89. I can tell you right now that was all the Scarlett Jubilee, because it was the 50th anniversary of Gone with the Wind. But I do have the 1990 catalog, so we can review those dolls next. Face fronting. You can see they all have high cheek colors. This is again the new face. And starting left top, that's France for 88, Armenia 89, Ibiza 1 year only, and that's actually a World Heritage Site. It's an island off of Spain, big tourist attraction area. Lower left, that's Germany with the new 1987 face, Panama with the new face, and Mexico, a new costume change for 1988. New for 1988, we have 2 new dolls. They bring back Korea and Africa, who have been gone since 1970. Korea is 522, now in green and pink satin, and 523 Africa. That seems to be an extremely hard to find outfit, because most of the 523s I've seen are in the brown and black outfit. Then we have costume change. Sweden is now 521 with the pigtails. Other costume changes, Switzerland 518, the blonde there. United States gets a costume change, finally. She's now 516 with a smile face. Okay, Denmark, number 519. She comes in purple velvet cap with a beautiful brocade in the back, purple velvet top, green satin skirt. Now this is the doll that the price guides mix up. So this doll will be available for only 2 years, 88 and 89. Okay, because then they issue another Denmark. Okay, Mexico, we showed you, number 520. France, 517. And the rest are basically the same. We still have Laos, Algeria, Russia. Problems with the catalogs is they use the old doll faces. Germany, I showed you. The Austria pair is still available. Brazil is still available. Spain in the polka dot still available. Canada. Egypt. Dominican Republic. Jamaica. India and peach. Smile face Ireland. Italy, Canada, Thailand, Great Britain. Israel is still available. But it should be in a new face. This is 1988. I have never found an Israel in a new face. I would love to have one. Japan's still in the smile face, as is China. And she now comes with a gold top, whereas the older ones had the blue silk top. This is now like just a gold brocade. Netherlands, the Dutch couple, boy and girl, they're still the same. Scotland's still the same. Indonesia and Poland. And that's it for the 1988 internationals. What I do want to point out, there are storybooks. Little Women are still in the lineup. The baby dolls. What they come out with are the 10-inch dolls. A lot of 14-inch classics. Okay, so this is something new. The portraits. They put out so many of these. And they're very pretty, but the problem with them is they're high-heeled dolls. They tend to lose or break their high heels. Like we had that Belle of the Ball. I think, well, my daughter, I think, still has it. Babette, she was really pretty in that black. But that was something that they were really pushing. Starting, I think it started in '87. I'll just show you. There's a flapper that was popular. But they were Victorian dressed, most of them. And, you know, by this time in the late 80s, I don't think people were really interested in Victorian clothes anymore. So, I don't think they sold that well. Okay, the Little Women, I think this is the last year of the 12-inch dolls. All the portrait children are gone. I think this is the very last year of the 12-inch Little Women. Still have First Ladies. I think that's set 5. And then, of course, your portrait dolls. And again, it says, you know, Alexander reserves the right to make substitutions of fabric and or color. So you will start to see that, especially in the mid-90s, where the catalog says one thing, but they'll come out with like 2 versions of the same style number. I don't have the 1989 catalog, but I do have the wrist tag. And actually the wrist tag is more accurate as far as the up-to-date photos. So the new dolls for 1989 are Black Forest, upper left corner. You can always tell a Black Forest doll by the 3 pom-poms on the hat, no matter what company makes it. Below her is the Cossack. Ibiza on the top middle, I had showed you. That's a 1 year only. Below her is Sardinia. Upper right is Bohemia in the yellow and blue, and that's a part of Czechoslovakia. Below her is Armenia, which I showed. Switzerland is old. She came out in '88. New for '89, though, is Sicily. I showed. English Guard on top. Below English Guard is Tunisia. And that's it. The rest are basically the same. And here's my Tunisia doll, which I had taken. I used to take pictures of my dolls, believe it or not. I cannot locate this doll at this point. This is the 1990 catalog with the 21-inch portrait doll of Madame Alexander herself on the cover. And also, this is the last year of the miniature showcase wrist tag. And actually, this is the best year as far as the pictures of all the 8-inch dolls that were available. They do a really nice job. I'm sorry, I'm holding my camera with one hand and trying to show things with another. But I'll quickly go through this catalog. Okay, so basically what's new for 1990 is this Germany, number 506. Oops. There's a close-up of Black Forest. We already saw these. Bohemia. Mexico still available. Scotland. Austria Girl is still available. Austria Boy was discontinued in 1990. Netherlands. Italy still in the same costume. Ireland still the same. Oops, I think I missed something here. Okay. English Guard. Australia is new for 1990. And Vietnam is new also. Okay, now that's the Africa 523 that is the most common version. That's a close-up of the Cossack. I really like him. He's cute. He looks good with one of the later Russia girl dolls, the one in the red and white. I'll show her eventually. She's, I think, 1992. Okay, that's Armenia. It's Sardinia. Japan's still there. There's Sicily. France. And that's it for the internationals. I guess I should show you some of the Scarletts, because that was the big deal. Yeah, in 1989, the Scarlet Jubilee series dolls came out in all different sizes. So these are Scarletts. There's Ashley and Melanie. There's Prissy and Bonnie Blue. Confederate soldier, Union soldier, Sue Ellen. Oh, she's in a 12-inch still available. And there's a 10-inch Scarlett. And the Scarletts will just keep coming out year after year. It's like Scarlett has been revived, so you're going to see a lot of Scarletts throughout the 90s. Classic dolls. There's a nice Dorothy with Toto. Okay, and here's the final complete set with Jackie Kennedy of the First Ladies. She still commands a lot of money. And then the last two, I'm not sure when they came out, but that's Lady Bird Johnson and Pat Nixon. And that's where they stopped. Okay, they also come out with porcelain dolls in all different sizes. Very expensive. These were actually available in 88, 89. More vinyl portraits. That's Natasha. Scarlet Bride. And this, you know, just the same old baby dolls. Oh, and they bring back Muffin. Muffin was a doll popular in the 60s. And the internationals, let's see, the price guide's done. I do have, they were going for like $42 for 1990. A shop full of dolls in New Hope, Pennsylvania. Like I said, I would buy out of state just to save the sales tax. We bought a lot of dolls through mail order. This is before the internet. So, you know, there was all different ways to hunt down these dolls if you couldn't find them in your local authorized Madame Alexander retail shops. Now, you could not find Madame Alexander dolls in Toys R Us, Target, Walmart. I don't even think Macy's carried it, because I think FAO Schwartz in New York had the exclusive rights to Madame Alexander dolls. So only well-established doll shops and mom and pop toy stores that had been around for a long time could carry her dolls. So it was, you know, fun to go on weekends looking for dolls, and that's the way we had to do it. If not, if you couldn't find what you wanted, you know, sent away for a catalog from out of state. And, you know, I would buy a lot of dolls that way, just again to save taxes. Shipping was very cheap back then. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Oh, I forgot to say, sadly, Madame Alexander passes away. Her, you know, real name was Beatrice Alexander Behrman, Behrman. She passes away October in 1990 at the age of 95. So, you're going to see in 1991, the doll boxes have the names of the dolls in script. And I think that's some kind of homage to Madame Alexander, the only year that the dolls come in script. But they're still 500 numbers, and they're still in the shiny blue collapsible boxes. So thanks again for watching, and have a good evening.